Daylight, my MVVs, welcome. Ooni of Ife is alleged to have wept as Osora, goddess of the Lagoon, spoke. You took 14 days to complete Queen Naomi's marriage rituals. Why risk it if you were not ready? They said that was what the goddess said to the Ooni of Ife as they tried to appease the goddess. So right now, they are trying to appease all the goddess, trying to appease the ancestors, trying to appease everyone, trying to appease the goddess of Olokun goddess. They said the Olokun goddess is the goddess of water. I don't know. So I'm going to give you a running commentary on the goddess that is called Osora in the Yoruba land. That is the Ife people. Okay. Now, the Ife people will tell you that in their unwavering commitment to, resetting and upholding the spirituality of the Yoruba people and its modern values, they celebrate the deity called Osora, the goddess of the Lagoon, also known as Osa. Now, Osora was predominantly in Ile-Ife and existed since the beginning of human existence on earth. She spread and became a blessing from Ile-Ife to the world over. As a goddess of the Lagoon, she had, preeminence over water and its directions, okay? Now, Ife people know that water is symbolic because it represents life and as well associate with birth, purity, fertility, and refreshment. So she is a deity known for her accommodation of all and very productive. Now, with the authority given to the the Ooni of Ife by Eledumare, Oni uses the opportunity to pray for, people, and as water is a centerpiece of spiritual symbolism. Now, they use unspoken prayers and desires through purity to pray, and the prayers are answered. Okay, so Kabiesi celebrates Osora. It's a goddess. It had a deity, and they have a shrine, Osora shrine, right there in Ile Ife. Okay, now, just like Olokun, Olokun is a, prominent female figure in Yoruba cosmology. She's both a historical patron and a deity associated with wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Her name has been linked to the Atlantic Ocean, as the Atlantic is called Okun in the Yoruba language. Okun metaphorically represent, endlessness and abundance. So now this Osora is the goddess of the Lagoon, specifically. Then Olokun is the goddess of maybe water or stream or something. So now you have the Olokun deity in Ife, and you have the Osora deity right there in Ile-Ife. So they have gone to go and consult the Osora deity, and the Osora deity spoke to the Ooni of Ife, said, why risk, performing 14 days ritual with your wife Olori Naomi if you were not ready. Now, what this means is that we got a report that, you see, this marriage, Ooni of Ife happens to be the one living deity of the Yoruba people. They have like 401 deity. I think 200 of those deity have been turned to a monument for, tourism purposes. And then they say it's remaining 101 deities that they, celebrate and worship in Ile-Ife. And so, now, one of those deity happens to be the Ooni of Ife, the one living deity. Now, if you are a woman who is going to be with the Ooni of Ife and stay with the Ooni of Ife, you cannot, not by any means, see him naked, that deity, without performing all of those 14 rituals. And of all the wives of the palace, it's only Olori Naomi. For those of you who will come and be asking why, what is so special about Olori Naomi, I hope this explains it. It's only Olori Naomi that went through the 14 rituals. 14. Wurola was said to have gone through, was it 3? rituals. Some people are saying three, some information they are saying six. Then the ones in the palace, they did one, just one ritual on all of them, one. So what that means is that a day comes where you say you're not doing it again. Only of Ife just need to speak a word and you are God. You know, Wurola came from or comes from a royal family as well. And you know, the Edo people are also very, very traditional in nature. They are, they have a very rich traditional and cultural heritage. They know these things. They have somehow they have similarities in some of the things that they do traditionally. So when it was time for Wurola to leave, they quickly just asked Oni of Ife. They did it quickly and she left. Okay. Naomi, when Oni of Ife married Olori Naomi, for you, it's not a small thing. I take my time to analyze gist too. For you who will say, I have said this before and all of that, I am analyzing it so that you understand it, okay? Now, when Oni of Ife married Olorinami, he was head over heels in love with that girl, which a lot of them confirmed that he is still. But the thing is that a lot of things have happened. They have put a lot of things inside him that is getting him confused over and over again. Now, because he met that girl, he was head over heels in love with the girl. That's Olori Naomi. He felt in his heart that, like, okay, I am settled for life. Okay, I understand that feeling. Like me, that I'm talking to you, Delara. I am married to a man. Okay, my husband is an Edo man, a Benin man. Okay, he is the best man in this world. He's the finest, like he is the most loving husband in the world. And I feel like even in the next world, I want to be with him. Do you understand? So I can relate with that kind of feeling where you just get to a junction and say, okay, this is my junction. I want to be here forever. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm ready to plant, I'm ready to sow, I'm ready to do everything. That was exactly how the Oni of Ife felt about Queen Naomi. And he was ready to do everything. He did the 14 rituals that the wife to the Oni was supposed to do. And it's only of all of these women that have passed through the life of Oni of Ife, it is alleged that it's only Olori Naomi that has done those 14 rituals. Okay, as it is alleged, if this information is true. You know, I've told you, I do not live in the palace of the Ooni of Ife, neither am I related to them or related to even a chicken in the palace. I am just a blogger. When I get an information, I reenact it and post it here. And I let you understand that it's not a first-hand information. And so you bear in mind that whatever information you get on social media, you want to take it with a pinch of salt. So they said he did all the 14 rituals. And now the 14 rituals are completely different from the covenant that he made in that trio. Now, you see why it's difficult for him to leave, okay? It's very difficult for him to leave or for Nami to move on without his freedom. A lot of you will say, it's not like, you don't know. You don't know. I've told you people, sometimes some of you will come here and say, hey, you don't even know the class that your child, if there's some of you, if they ask you which class is your first son, you say, hey, last year it was in primary 5. Hey, maybe it's in primary 4, maybe it's no primary 2. You don't even know what is happening in your house, not to talk of knowing the one that is happening outside, okay? So the thing is that he cannot, Nami cannot just go on without Kabiyesi freeing Naomi. It's not even possible. Okay, it's not possible. So, as we are hearing right now, they said when they consulted the goddess of the Lagoon, the Osora, Osora said that why would he take the pain of of running the rituals, 14 rituals with Olorinam if he wasn't ready? That there is nothing anybody can do, that he has to help himself. They say he cried so much when that happened. And right now, he is beginning to see that this thing is deeper than anybody is thinking that he is thinking. Like, it looks as though he just put a rope around himself without even knowing. This is what is going on. That there's nobody who can help him. He is the one who will help himself. He has to do whatever he has to do to get that girl back. And that is where we are right now. I'm going to bring you more update. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you. I love you. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.